Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you'd like to see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Career Mode Episode number 10. We move into a new race. It's the International Tour of Rhodes. Only 3 stages. Stage number 1, 150 kilometers, and almost completely flat. It looks like Banijek and Cantor are among the favorites, with Whippert as the ultimate favorite. So we'll see what we can do in this one. It looks like I've got a decent chance of at least a podium finish, if not more. Crater is also going to do his best to upset the apple cart just a bit. But without any World Tour teams at this race, I like our chances. Small field, small breakaway, just 30 seconds, 2 riders, 45 kilometers to go. We're going to go pretty quickly towards the end on this one because so far it's been a really easy ride. Excuse me. Still coming back from the cold. Voice still a little bit sketchy at times. In and out, but for the most part, okay. Alright, so we're down to 28k now. And you can see the effort in the field has gone up significantly. Starting to do a little bit damage. Breakaways long gone, 67 riders. We are in a very good spot here with 19k to go, 18k to go. Go a little bit further here, 17k. Okay, I think that's about far enough. Let's go ahead and just turn this corner. Okay, 16.5k. Take everyone, and we're going to set up our sprint train. It's Cantor or Banishek. It's Cantor. And then who to follow from there? Well, McNulty, he'll get the free ride as he's the strongest climber. I don't know what the last 2 stages are. I didn't bother to look. Good pro tip for you. Look at the profile of all the stages before you jump in. Okay, well, I want to make sure they're protected. So Logan Owen, I don't want you guys just dropping out. So we'll put these guys up next. And then Ermino and Vashek are 2 professional domestiques. We'll set a 90 here early on. Start working him towards the front. Vashek already in a good position. And we'll bring it on down with the train formed. Start pushing to 92. Already in a good spot here. Get Ermino ready. ×2 for right now. Vashek not going to last much longer here. Go 93 for Ermino. Vashek done. Ermino, there we go. Now it kicks in. Narvaez, let's go ahead and get your gel ready to go. 7k to go. Slow this down to normal speed here. Narvaez still has not kicked in. There we go, just after he starts his job. Logan Owen. Remember, McNulty just catching a ride. Cantor is the sprinter. Gonna use everybody's gel now. And we're gonna start getting a bit more speed here now that Narvaez is done. Okay, 2.2k, Abrahamson, Kent Spark, Wersted, Tronson. Okay, we're still good. These are still like lead out guys. But down to 1.8. I'm gonna go another 100 meters and then start Owen's sprint. There you go. So just Owen sprinting. He's gonna pull the other guys along. Try to get out front a little bit. 1.2, so Banachek now. There we go, 600 meters. I'm going to go just a little further. There we go. And now full sprint for everyone. Cantor. Does he have a gap there to the left? Hopefully he does. Comes through. Oh, he had it. He got blocked off. Banijek's still up there for a podium. Crater, Whipper, and then Banijek. Cantor got blocked by Tronson. Owen cleared out of the space. Cantor went through, and Tronson blocked him off, so he didn't make it through, unfortunately. McNulty comes in 9th, so he's good. Cantor 7th. Banijek at least does get on the podium in 3rd place.
And just in case you missed them, here are the race highlights.
Alright, well there's one stage quickly in the books. Small bonus for Banijek time-wise. And we'll quickly see what stage 2 looks like. It's still early March. Stage 2 is going to end up being another sprint one, but there's plenty of undulation on this. And actually, we're heading somewhere else first. Hills, but could come down to a sprint. Depends on this climb, essentially, how much pace there is. Guys get over the top of this one, they should make it to the end. So Brian could contest. Evenepoel and Koos would be the leaders otherwise. But then you still have Ooms, who's okay in a sprint, and Mater. So we have plenty of options. We're going to protect Brian. We'll protect Evenepoel, no sprint whatsoever, except Koos does have a bit. We'll see. We're definitely not going to ride for Evenepoel for this one. It's just a classic, just the one day. Climbing's not that bad, and Evenepoel has no sprint. Christian Eiking definitely is not a sprinter either, so we know the 3 guys that are going to work. It's necessarily down to who we're going to ride for, but we're going to join in a little bit before that final climb on this one. It's a 6 kilometer climb, 6.2% gradient. It's not severe by any means, but it's got a little bit of distance to it. And we are starting to get a little bit later in the stage. You can see there is a bit of an acceleration. We were blinking red just a moment ago, and that's set at an 86. I need water, but my intention is to get it just before the top as we are approaching 60k to go, and that is essentially the best time to get it. Otherwise we'll need to get it one more time after the climb, so trying to make it be just once. Now Ooms is struggling and sliding backwards, as is Brian. We need to make sure these guys don't fall back, so we're going to go ahead and up this to a 90, and let's fix the view so I can catch those at the back. Kasser is done. He's definitely going backwards. Brian is the furthest back right now, so it looks like he's okay here. Kassart working to protect Ooms, and it's Sepp Kuss who is still available, so I'm going to quickly switch that. Kassart, he's going to fall out the back well before the top, and I'm going to need to send somebody else back to get water here, and probably Evenepoel is going to be the best for that. Yeah, coming up to the top now, so Evenepoel, can you follow directions? It said fetch water. There you go, Kassart out the back, already on auto, so no worries there. 79 riders left. Brian, please hang on. That's my sprinter. Okay, there's over the top. Evenepoel, come on, water, water, water. Wata, wata. Oh, it's the wata. Okay, he's got water. He's going to start working back forward, but it's really tight through here. to help him navigate through. Try the left side. Okay, we're already down to the bottom. There's Ooms. Ooms, what's going on? Why are you going backwards? Oh, come on. I hate when that happens.
The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed.
Ooms decided he was going to go back and get water himself and not wait for water coming through. Brian made it back to the front. Evenepoel got water to everybody else. Goose caught behind here. Ooms, meanwhile, has made it back up. Still can't get Goose through. There you go. Alright, other than Cassart getting dropped, we've still got 6 guys here with 42 kilometers left to go. There's a single rider off front, just 45 seconds away. We'll go ahead and take the aerial view as we head across the flats, across the river, come inland away from it through some ranch areas, and yeah, how we looking? Okay, same climb, we're going to hit it twice, but that second time is just before the finish. Looking at 28 kilometers as of right now. So it's only, I don't know, maybe 2-3 kilometers in length, that climb. I'd like to get a good look at it as we go through it this time. Here we go. This is the climb. This is the climb. Yeah, there's not much to that. Not much to that at all. So 17K and just 30 riders in the peloton. There's been a split behind us, and it's actually about to get the gap's about to be bridged. They are just about there, which means it's time to form an attack with 14K to go to make sure those guys don't catch up. Brian has made it, so he is definitely going to be our sprinter. Ooms. Or should it be Ooms? No, Brian. Ooms. And then we're looking at what? Mater or Koos? Who's going to be faster? Mater, then Koos. Okay. Evenepoel on the +1. So, Ode Christian Eiking is going to go first. Use that gel right away, but he needs to push hard. So we're going to try to go from a 93, open it up to the left side here where we have a little bit of space. Some of the riders bridged the gap already, but only some. Cut that down to a 91. Evenepoel, we need to get you ready here. And how far do we have? It's that climb where we're really going to attack. Oh, those guys still got on, even with that 91 that he's pushing. $10K to go.
Only 10 kilometers left.
So pushing to 93. It's already down to 9K, and Evenepoel is ready. Push him at a 94. About to hit that climb. Almost there. Best climbers to get us over the top. We just got to make sure they don't go too fast and leave Brian and Ooms themselves behind. But here we go. Up the climb, up the climb, up the climb. Good work so far. The 94 seemed to have done the trick. Brian struggling a little bit, but otherwise everybody else is there. Peloton, not too much damage yet. Brian's struggling. Ooms could end up being the sprinter here. It's already down to 3K, so 3.5. Let them recover. It's just 21 riders. 2.3. 4 guys to sprint from 2.3. I'm going to have him sprinting here in a moment. Okay, 2K. Sepp Kuss to sprint.
The strong men are giving their all.
Down to 1.3. Nader to sprint. We're in a good position here. Ooms to sprint. On Ooms. Brian doesn't have enough, I think. It's going to be Ooms. Oh, he can't get through Mater. Mater back over the top. Ooms over the top. He's going to get the win. Oh, he got through. Mater held him up just a little bit, and then Mater faded. But he got out of the way, and Maxime Ooms goes. Coop. Marco Coop. Coop. Anyway, he went too early. He faded. Ooms a little bit left in the tank. Brian didn't have enough, but we ended up going 1, 3, and 4. So there's the victory. Nicely done. Yeah, the little climb did a little too much damage to Brian, but the other guys were a little bit better on hills, and it did not affect them. Ooms was still full strength. He ended up taking over the sprint duty and won. Nader gave him a pretty good lead out. So good, in fact, that he held on for third. Brian never even overtook the lead out of the lead out man. But Koos and Vetipol, they really did their job well, getting us over that climb quickly, efficiently, only hurting one of our riders, the worst climber. It's part of the reason why I had him on the back, just in case it doesn't work for him. The other guys were in a better position, and it proved to be true. Alright, so stage 2 for Rhodes. Definitely not flat. There's plenty of undulation for this one. Back a little early as a precaution. It's 40k to the end, but pace is starting to pick up. There's definitely some undulation, so I'm going to pick up our effort just in case to cover for it, and we're going to start to slow it down as we go down to 30k. Let's go times 2 through here. So you can see plenty of up-down undulation, even though this is technically a sprint stage. And just like that, we're starting to see some yo-yoing on the back end of the peloton. And my guy's struggling on an 80-40 pace and looking a little bit worse for wear already as we go under 25k left in this stage number 2. Seeing a lot of work here at the front. Breakaway group was only 2 riders. They were caught quite a while ago.
Uh-oh, the pack is quick in the pace. We are just 20 kilometers
under 20k.
So should come down to a mass sprint for the line.
Definitely starting to split up. I'd like to form up soon, but you can see from the pace, we're feeling it. Probably going to go right about the top here in just a moment. We'll form up there.
There are just 15 kilometers left. The riders are taking their foot off the
Actually, a lot to the end is downhill. Okay, there we go. There's the top. Take on the normal view from here. Set over 199. Plenty of fatigue. So Banaszak and Cantor. Looking at the form, Banaszak is actually the better option. Plus, he's in a better position anyway. So we're going to actually reverse them from what would be considered normal. McNulty, still just in case I don't know what stage 3 is, put him on the back end. I don't think Vashek's going to last very long, so I'm going to go ahead and use Nervaez's gel now. We're going to push a 94 for Vashek. Start bringing these guys up. Alright, so looking behind us, Hermano, the only one still getting in position, and it looks like he's coming on up. There goes Vashek, 10k to go. Here's the last climb of the day, and it's Vashek who's using it up. Narvaez is ready to go, and he'll take over here. Vashek not a climber. He's got a 67 for hills, though. So he kept a little bit of pace there. Ermino struggling here. McNulty is really struggling here on his -2 race day condition. But we go over the top here with just a group of 12. Ooh, 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 ooh. Arveas really putting in a good turn here. Ermino only lasted a few moments. Logan Owen, it's 4K to go. McNulty just hanging on. Use his gel right now. Use Cantor's gel right now. We're going to use Banishek's gel. It's down to 8 riders. Logan Owen really, really giving us a good go here. We're going to go 99 for him now. We're going to go sprint for him now. We're going to go sprint for Cantor now. We're going to sprint Banishek. Can we make it a 1-2? Cantor's going to take the win. Banishek does get second place. Skirping gets third. Logan Owen takes fourth. There's a gap. Brandon McNulty in seventh. There better be gaps. It's already 55 seconds right now. Minute 12. There should be lots and lots of gaps here. The undulation proved enough. We attack that hard. We attack that well. We get a 1-2 here on stage number 2. That one went almost as well as could be. It would have been nice if McNulty hadn't been dropped. We might have to ride for Logan Owen, depending on what the next stage is like, as those top 4 came across together. I think 5 and 6 were down a few seconds. 7, 8 were down a few seconds. 9, 10, 11, whatever, were all well down the order. And then 14, 15 back, those guys were over a minute behind. We'll see. They better give those time gaps, because the field was absolutely split, and by definite margins. That is so infuriating. Same time to the first 39 riders. Narvaez was a minute 12 behind and had a 25-second gap in front of him. That still splits the field up quite a bit. But it could have and should have been so much more. Crater wasn't up there. Crater was... I didn't even see Crater. No sign of Crater. Crater's not even in the top 39. I've looked up and down 3 times. Did I miss him? There. 19th. He was in the group that was a minute 12 behind. Crater lost a minute 12, yet he's still in 3rd place on same time as my 2 leaders. Cantor with the win gets the 10-second bonus. Banishek with a 2nd and a 3rd with a 6th and a 4-second bonus. Whippert lost 10-15 seconds. I can see that one not being given, but at least to that minute 12 group, those guys were, half a minute down from everybody else. Banishek leads sprints. Cantor 2 points behind. They're both on top for the under 25s. One stage remains here. And what's the profile going to be like? Totally flat. Which means Crater's still in with a chance. Whippert's still in with a chance. When Cantor and Banaszek should have just wrapped up the race, considering it's a sprint. Surprise, surprise, we have another classic here. GP Jean-Pierre. What is that, Monsieur? Not sure. Don't trust my French. It's not too bad on pronunciation. I've watched enough Tour de France over the years to pick up a fair few things. So the weather's given everybody a negative. Brian's here. Barta's at this one. Ooms and Mater here again. But with it totally flat, there shouldn't be much action until the end. So we'll come in the last 30K or so. 55 kilometers to go. We're coming back a bit early here. Brian and Ooms just remaking contact with the field just now. They were caught in a crash involving 10 or 12 riders, and they were about 2.5 minutes behind. They just made contact. You can see that they're both a bit fatigued from the catch. So that could affect the end of the stage, but I think what will affect it even more than their crash is their race day condition. Ooms on a -2, Brian on a -3 today. And really, really hurting their chances. Alright, Brian, we need to get you back to the front of the field here. 50K to go. Water taken care of here, or just about anyway, as Ooms goes forward. Okay. Ooms, your job was not actually to protect Brian. That was just because of the crash. There we go. Now they're both up here, so you can relax. You can relax, and Old Christian Eiking. Protect. Venable. Protect. There you go. Alright, so 40K to go. We are on a city course here, but it's through kind of a downtown heart of the city with a road that winds back and forth a little bit.
A courageous rider is looking to break away.
New breakaway attempt, 6 riders off the front. A few riders trying to get out. Short backs attacking from the front. So they're splitting each other off, as well as trying to attack us. 26K to go. Ooms and Brian are not recovering because of the pace. If you have not noticed, this race is full of World Tour teams. They don't exactly have their number 1 sprinters at it, but they have sprinters that are well beyond my team's capability, and we've got a split in the field here. Let's go ahead and get back down there. You can see the split happen right between my pairings. So Brian caught behind, Mater caught behind.
This time it could go all the way. The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 10 kilometer.
Boom's hanging on in the front group with Eiking. Just the 2 of them. We'll see if it comes back.
Riders are closing on the last 8 kilometers of the stage, which will
Ooh, we're down to 8K. Alright. You guys are going to form. Brian's tired, but I think he'll make it. Mater is going to be your lead out. And Bartha. Benapole. Cassart. Use 2 gels now. These guys are going to stay put for a little bit longer. And Cassart's going to go hard right away. Okay, we just caught the intermediate group. Cassart just now getting out front. Somebody tried, the clerk tried to go off the front but didn't make it. Cassart just about done here. Bartha's gel. 97. There we go. Now he's out. Benapole. We can go 99s here. 5K to go. Wow, your 99 is not very fast there, Venable. No, it's not. His sprint speed is a 57. We are not catching that front group. Alright. Gel. 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 92. Bartha. Your 99 is going to be a bit faster here. Benapole's done. 2.5K to go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Front riders are less than 2K to go. Alright. Grab these two. 99. Follow. Sprint. Ooms isn't going to last, I don't think. Behind. Bartha, sprint. Brian's not going to last either, so those guys are just toast. Hiking, pulling Ooms along. Little incline there. Ooms sprint the last 400. Mater, sprint. Minor placings here, if we can, please. The boys takes it. Drucker. Ascalon was 5th. Markov, Rusin, Thomas to get in 9th. I was thinking we'd be lucky to get a top 10. 13th was all we could manage. Eiking pulling Ooms behind him. Ooms didn't have anything left to sprint. So Eiking, Christian Eiking, who is a World Tour rider but not a sprinter of any kind. He's just a domestique. Yeah, that was rough. First the crash, hurting those two guys significantly, plus the race day condition. And then that split in the field, leaving most of my guys behind, made it real difficult to try to get. Didn't expect much against those World Tour teams anyway, but definitely feel like things could have gone better. Didn't necessarily make the mistakes, but we couldn't catch the front group, so we couldn't then throw those guys into the sprint train. They just ultimately had to go for it. And Eiking gave it his best. I mean, they weren't last in the group. But again, look at that. These guys were in a clear second group, and we're that way for, what, 10 plus kilometers? And yet they end up on the same time. It's annoying. Shouldn't be that way. But I know, that's kind of my one chief complaint over this game. You've heard it before. Sure you have. Hey, we got money? Not much. Final stage for the Tour of Rhodes now. 135K, totally flat, though it does appear to ramp up slightly towards the end. Adajek and Cantor in the best position, one of them to take the win. See how their race day condition looks, but with them both in the top two, I would think they'll come in, hopefully, with a good positive form. 30K left to go. Approaching the end on this one. breakaway group of 3 riders. They'll be brought in here pretty soon. This time, no protecting McNulty. There never was a climb to worry about, so kind of wasted my efforts on that. Again, pro tip, check the profile beforehand, not just the one stage, but all the stages. As we go down inside 19 kilometers, riding along the coastline here, and just a little uphill, just a little punchy section here, but not a big deal. 16.6, I think that's a good time to form up. Alright, so Cantor, Banaszak. Banaszak definitely looking the stronger guy today, and technically he's in first. Anyway. Oops. Wrong choice. There we go. Follow. Alright, so we're going to set Vashek on the 94, get it moving. Narvaez, both of their gels right away.
We've got 15 kilometers to the finish line.
I think one adjustment I need to start making is before I form. I need to start using whoever that lead guy is. I need to use their gel a little bit earlier so they actually get use of it.
A fall has just happened in the peloton. Several riders are on the ground.
Vashek, we are formed up there on the right hand side. Go ahead and bring it in. There you go. Vashek now clearing the field. Narvaez, there we go. Vashek now getting use of it. Go 97. It's 11K to go. Still just about to reel in the breakaway.
The riders are entering the last 10 kilometers of the stage. That's the end of the breakaway.
Okay, Vashek done. Narvaez pushing. Let's push 98. 98. It's 8K. I'm going to get Erminos ready.
Which will most likely end up in a mass
Under 8K now. See if we can get another, see if we can hang on and win the overall. McNulty, for the first time, taking a turn. Sorry about the construction noise. My neighbor is got this massive yard and lots of big statues. I don't know if they're putting in, I don't think it's a pool, like a swimming pool, but I think they're putting in some sort of like a fish pond type pool. But it's really nice out, so I've got the windows open. Okay. Oh. These gels, final 3K already here. Hermano just about done. Logan Owen's going to take over right around this corner here. And Owen's going to start his sprint.
The riders are setting themselves up.
We're in a great position here with that early lead out. We're down to 1K. Cantor's lasting a little bit longer than Banaszak here. Oh, I forgot, little uphill. Might have been too soon. Sprint all. I think Banaszak's going to run out of juice here. Oh, he gets over the top. He's got it. Banaszak for the win of the stage and the overall. Whippert takes second. He was the clear favorite, by the way. Cantor slips to 6th on this one, but Crater's only there at 7th, so Cantor should hang on for 2nd overall, depending on Whippert's bonus. Skirping actually as well, so Cantor could be, instead of 2nd, he might be 3rd or 4th overall. But we did it. It is a race victory and stage victory. So Banaszak pulls essentially a triple. He gets 2 stage victories. Oh, no. Cantor got a stage victory. Banaszak got a stage victory. And Banaszak got the overall. So, let's see what those final standings look like. It is Whippert 2 seconds clear of Max Cantor. So Cantor drops to 3rd, but he does stay ahead of Crater. I knew he had him beat since he finished a spot ahead of him. Skirping does pick up some bonus seconds, but he was still 2 seconds behind. Logan Owen finishes in 12th place from minor placing. McNulty gets 15th, also from minor placing. Narvaez, Ermino all ended on the same time. Even Vashek ended on the same time. Banaszak wins the sprint jersey and the under 25s. Technically, we should have won the team competition as well, but they didn't give it to us, as we're all on the same time. At least 8 teams were. But regardless, that's a result to be proud of. I'm going to go ahead and move forward a single day just to see if we have any sort of effect. No, nothing. We have prize money from the other race. Tour of Rhodes. Nice, that's a good payday. Ooh, evolution of training style. It's college training method. Question by taking a more state-of-the-art approach. His preferred training style is now modern. Okay. See who your trainer is. You are the groundbreaking guy. Who is the modern guy? That's traditional. Groundbreaking. Modern. Okay. Oh yeah, I haven't actually looked into who's working with who. I'll need to check that. Maybe off camera. I'll look it up here before I end the episode just so you can see. But I'm going to start getting feedback on what type of training each rider is. It takes a little time before that really starts to kick in. You get to know your team, but we still lead the Continental rankings. The Super Prestige, 19th, 525 points. That's a good start. That is a very good start as a Continental team. It's only March. Okay, so team, trainers. Yeah, see, there you go. I've only got 2 guys identified so far. Sepp Kuss was groundbreaking. He's going to be modern now, going forward, and everybody else. I have 2 groundbreaking coaches. We'll see. So far, relations are good across the board. It's already March, so that's a good sign. I did go through and change their style. Yes, I did. I did change their style, so that's good for the axis of training. But that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.